Welcome back to some next level Starcraft 2. We have a Terran versus Zerg from some high level ladder. Some names you might recognize and some you might not. But in the bottom right, with this might be on the Korean server, I'm not sure. It is the Zerg player. Sticks. And in the top left, branching out into the other races and showering us with his disgusting wisdom and mind-breakingly good / terrible plays. The man, the myth, the mermaid, Florencio! From the Dankcraft clan, of course. Taking a moment to realize what he really wants in life. 500 minerals, but he's just getting started. He's consulting his build order tablet. You might think, what, like an iPad? No. Stone. He has queued up 5 SCVs, like a... As I'm take furious notes on exactly what he's scrawled. He's really the Moses of the sewers. The Michelangelo, if you will. Maybe a little bit of a better analogy. But like the turtle. The turtle and the sculptor. Both simultaneously. In equal parts. And fully. As we see the late Rex into double gas. And on the other side, Stakes is going for hatch gas pull. It's looking like we have something within range of standard here. We'll have to see how Florencio reacts to that. Now, if there was one word to describe Florencio, it would be misleading. Because you cannot describe Florencio in one word. But instead, it's more like describing a tapestry. But if that tapestry was a fruit, and you could eat that fruit, but not swallow it, you had to spit it out and look at it on the ground. And if you arrange the seeds of the fruit, it would grow into a plant. You would smoke that plant. And then, maybe then, you would see the true wisdom of Florencio. Possibly. Only the chosen few. Another command center. He went outside, came back in, and another one. Another one. Oh, what? Okay. Oh, maybe I had too much plants. He's got more CCs than a boomer mom on Black Friday. That's a credit card joke. But get it? Credit card. Anyways. So, why have supply depots when you could have supply command centers? At this point, Sticks... Well, let's take a look. He's seen there's no expansion yet. He's conservatively taking a third base. It seems he's not really... Well, he hasn't seen nothing yet. And in so many senses. And even if he did see it, I'm not entirely sure. Like, on paper, you say, what if you just built units and killed him? But how do you kill that, which can fly all its SCVs away like refugees, force you to tech up to Spire, and eventually kill all your buildings? There is an engineer... I like how the command centers have their designated spots. This command center, of course, is next in the queue in order to lift. This is the designated command center building spot we have established. Very important that everybody knows their place. There's a whole seniority system when it comes to the command centers, which is fair. Like, they didn't go to approximately 25 seconds of orbital command school to be called not an orbital command, okay? Or a planetary fortress. How dare you just call me a command center like I'm one of the plebeians who was just built? Come on. I had to study at the engineering bay for upwards of 71 seconds in order to figure out everything I know. Wait, that's 2 planetaries. There's also a planetary in the main. So we've got a buddy system going on so far. Though, immediately I realized that's incorrect because, unfortunately for the planetary at the natural, it has no buddy. Which is very sad. Styx is seemingly uncaring about what's happening on the other side of the map. You gotta respect a man who focuses on himself. Really just looking introspectively. Though, I would argue this is one of the very few times where you should really, maybe like, even a little bit, just take a look. Okay, well, here comes Styx. And, the mini-map itself is already a whole experience, but... Okay, he sees 4... So he sees 4 command centers. One of which is a planetary. But what do we do? What's the play now? From Mr. Styx. He's gonna work his way up to Hive. Not a bad move. I assume that's for Hive. We've got the Reaper Hellion. 3 Reapers on the way out. The first, in fact, so far it's been a no-rush game. 6 minutes and 30 seconds of chillin', though so much has happened. The Reapers will engage the Queen. I don't know if they'll survive this engagement. This is a whole red wedding situation. Yeah, that did not end well for them. Now, there are 3 factories. We're not sure if Florencio has ever heard about add-ons. We might not want to introduce him. We don't know what could happen. Neural Parasite is on the way. I think at this point, Styx is like, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Uh-oh. The Banelings are closing in. That... Some perfectly less than ideal Hellion Micro there. Florencio maximizing the damage those Banelings could do. Well done. To really, like, he's really giving Styx the idea that he has no idea what he's doing. So, Florencio just really sandbagging him right now. Making sure that he'll never expect what's happening next. And what's happening next is Command Center number 6. A couple starports. We're also throwing up some depots here for dramatic effect. There are now 6 infestors on the way. I'm pretty sure Styx at this point is looking to switch to Terran himself. Wait, 7 command center. Another command center. Okay, so you're not going to surround that. I think there are almost as many Hellions as Zerglings at this point. Now there definitely are. At some point, you don't have enough Zerglings. Styx only has 68 drones, which sounds like a lot, but is not that ridiculous number. Okay, the infestors don't have enough energy for fungal, therefore can do nothing but die. So the Hellion's getting a surprising amount of damage done by killing any amount of infestors. He's getting pathogen glands, but that is not a retroactive upgrade. Neural Parasite is already done. Florencio, on the other hand, doesn't believe in upgrades, so he has not gotten any. He believes that Terran units and buildings are perfect just the way they are. Just a Terran nativist, if you would. The way those command centers and planetaries are born is the way they were meant to be. Same with the Hellions and everything else. He's just rejected all technological. He's building ravens, but. Okay, so Styx is at a solid 146 to 69. Oh, we missed that opportunity. 71 supply lead. Florencio pumping out 5 SCVs at a time now. Styx is, he's banking some money. The thing is, It feels like Six is comfortable. He can do whatever he wants. That's what he thinks. But that's Planetary Fortress. There's a wall. He's going to go in. He's going for the Planetary. +2, +1 is done. Florencio loads SCVs into the command center, which is a thing that you can do. An SCV is neural parasite. And Florencio, his SCV has been kidnapped. He is not repairing their command center, which has SCVs inside. The repair comes out. But the infestors are in the middle of a class 5 felony, which is one of the highest classes. But the SCV is stolen away. Now, vision will occasionally be granted. Will he kill the SCV and put it out of its... Oh! Florencio. He puts it out of its misery. He stops Styx before the SCV can be brought to serve his ultimate purpose for the greater good. The command center on today's episode of Will It Burn? 48 kills on the Planetary, but it's dropping fast at HP. 150 and dropping. It's okay, he repairs it. But there's another. Oh, he steals another one away. The kidnappings will continue until morale improves, and this one is well covered by Zerglings. The infestors are chasing. We've got a hostage situation, a scan. But is there anything? He's sending the Hellions out. Oh no! He's gonna kill. Florencio sacrifices the Hellions to kill the SCV. There will be no survivors. Another kidnapping thwarted. But how long can he go on? The ravens. The flock. A murder of ravens. The very first upgrade from Florencio, Blue Flame, so that way he can kill his own SCVs even faster. The Sewer Mermaid, down to these dirty tactics. The thing is, if you play with your food for too long, sometimes it bites back. The ravens drop the auto turrets. Suddenly Styx realizes this isn't going to be as easy as he thought. Ravens working their way through. The mainlings rolling in. Is it enough to take out the Planetary? The SCVs are vulnerable. Oh, he's kidnapped an SCV! The Planetary will go down. But this SCV, though, at the same time, the Ravens are doing real damage. The kidnapping mission may have to take a back seat to recovering from these Ravens. Styx is down to 60 workers. He got money in the bank. Oh, the Zerglings killed the SCV! They didn't get the memo, or maybe they just couldn't read. Maybe a little bit of both. The Zerglings killed the kidnapped SCV, as there was definitely a miscommunication in the chain of command. Zerglings are a little, well, they're loose cannons. You gotta be real careful. They're not the specialists that infestors are. But the Ravens have done some good work here. Florencio has drawn the supply gap just so ever so much closer. Thing is, Styx hasn't really built any other units. So now that there are Blue Flame Hellions out here, Zerglings, I mean, you have enough Zerglings. This is not cheap. They're losing a lot of Zerglings, but it's not like Florencio's gonna run out of command centers anytime soon. More Hellions coming out. More Zerglings. There's a Fungal. And the Zergling should be able to finish off the rest. He throws out 2 more Fungals just to make sure. Will he grab another SCV? Have the SCVs learned to stick together, stick near their Hellions, take their pills, their cyanide pills. Are there still Zerglings in this group? You gotta be very careful if you're gonna kidnap SCVs, but that's a lot of Raven. Microbial Shroud is on the way, which doesn't even really affect anything that's happening right now, but I mean, I guess it's something you can get. Because it only reduces damage versus air-based. Like, auto turrets are not from the air, though, so it's Well, he's still slapping them down. No high-sec auto tracking or building armor yet, but the auto turrets are gonna be out of energy kinda soon. Does he get the hatchery goes down? Okay. There's a whole bunch of infestors now. Still a cache of command centers in the main. Florencio has reached over 100 supply for the first... Oh, he Dorito dusted some of those infestors as well, which makes them feel very self-conscious. Which, that's about it for now, but we will see. The Hellions sent out. Florencio knows how to build 2 units, is what we've determined so far. And that's all he needs. The Blue Flame Hellions will run by. Hellbats. Oh my god. Hellbats. Definitely a better choice here. The Fungals will eventually deal with this. But the Blue Flame, they don't need any upgrades. Zergling's melting. Oh my god. Microbial Shroud is used, which does literally nothing here. Besides make everything more confusing. But he just slapped it down to see what it looked like, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, here come the Ravens. They're going to try to evade the infestors. They will be successful. For now. Auto turrets dropped out. The infestors are on the way back, scuttling. But they don't really have much besides fungal. Neural parasite, I mean, could be an option, but he's running by the fungal a little off the mark there. And he's losing a lot of infestors. The supplies are getting dangerously close to even here. Six has a lot of he has a lot of money in the bank, but Infestor Zergling, the kidnapping days are over, as he has to worry about actually defending himself. It appears he's played with his food for quite a bit now, and it's in danger of getting away. Okay, some fungals. Oh, the micro. He jukes, he jives. The fungals are shots in the dark right now. There are 24 more drones on the way. Sticks, though, he's at... No, he's back up to 72 now, but... Hellions and Ravens against Infestors and Zerglings. The Hydralus Den was completed, but... more Hellions on the way. What is this? This is a... What? This is an orbital command. The Hellbat's going to work on the hatch. Hydralisks are being created. I don't know if Zerglings are going to be able to deal with this. Actually, I do know. They're not. They're not going to be able to deal with that. That's far too many Blue Flame Hellbats. The Infestors get real close, but Fungal at the last second slows them down. Oh, do not get intimate with those things. It's getting too hot and heavy. The Blue Flame Hellbat's still working through the Hydras pretty well. The Fungals lock them down enough. The Raven Flock flies again. Will join up with their brethren. Styx has started taking this mildly more seriously. But Florencio, he's starting to run out of command centers. Which, well, he's not going to let that happen for long. I'll give him that. More Ravens in the main. The evolution chambers are actually under attack. Styx has not yet finished up his upgrades, which he's going to lose one of them. Meanwhile, another dozen or so auto turrets, Fungal does not affect them. Fungals come out onto the Ravens, the Infestors. Oh, that's a great Fungal. He's trying. He's getting real close. He's missing the mark on some. Hydras do shoot up. The auto turrets could really benefit from high-sec auto tracking here. Another Infestor. How many Infestors have died? 13 Infestors and 13 Ravens. There must be balance in all things. But not StarCraft, right? Am I right, YouTube comments? Like and subscribe. 3 more CCs on the way. Oh, the kidnapping opportunity. That's not a planetary, but the orbital dish can look angrily at. Okay. We'll just do a drive-by. That's a whole bunch of queens. That's a King Henry of queens down there, but Hellbat's gonna make some quick work. Oh, the Hydras have something to say about it. Some incidental damage into the hatch, but not nearly enough. The orbital is covered with creep. He's going to drop mules, which is optimistic. There's still a clutch of ravens back here. Here's Florencio. Oh, and he micros the hurt raven back. Gonna drop some more auto turrets down. Styx is like he's gone from toying with his opponent to really struggling here. Like, he's maxed out. He's banking money, but it's looking less and less like he's gonna lay down the killing blow anytime soon. As Florencio, well, he's mined out of his main and his natural. Both sides have. Oh, the turret's coming up. That spore crawler posing a real danger. Oh, the ravens will die for this. A lot of ravens will die to the spores for this. But so will many, many drones. So here come more auto. He's trying to slap them all down. Here comes a fungal. Another one. Still 3 more ravens. Another group of Hellions. The dual battles continue, but it will appear destined. There's still no Hydra speed or range, by the way. These Hydras are still taking their time, sauntering across the map, slithering at their own speed. Oh my god, that's so many drones! Oh my god! 35 drones original, like, it's taking a while to get through them. The Hydras are coming back. Florencio goes into Hellbat mode. And he's killing even more. Oh, jeez. He's really thinning out the herd here. You know, Florencio's killed 111 drones. And counting. Oh my. Will he reach the 200 mark by the end? 200 supply of drones by the end. The Buddy Planetary. Oh, the Hydra's coming in, but from an awkward angle. The SCVs, the boys are pulled. Fungals, work it out. There's nothing to support this. The Hellions are running by. Eventually, the Planetary will fall. But will the Hydras be able to do damage in the... Wait. Okay, I said the Planetary would fall, but did I lie to the people? Oh, well, here's some auto turrets at an awkward angle. The Planetary really doing a whole bunch here. Planetary getting an undue amount of damage done. Hellions still looking for... There are Hellions everywhere. I don't even... Oh, he's neural parasited in SCV. The original mission is still intact. But the Hellions are doing so much damage. But he's got an S... Can he build a command center? The mission. The mission. He doesn't have enough infestors to complete the mission, though. And meanwhile, he's actually losing everything. It's a matter of principle at this point. He's gonna... You know how much time it takes to do this? Dude, that SCV takes a lot of convincing. Oh, the Ravens could not save it or kill it. Either way. There are just not enough infestors to make this a realistic process. I have no idea how he plans to corral the SCV in the future. Oh, the Ravens. Assimilation successful, but guess what? Resistance is futile. The SCV taken out by the Hydras. The command center of Styx is under fire. Without another grab, he has no way to replicate that process. So meanwhile, Florencio's going for the triple planetary bases. He's really locking it down. That command center, which is destined to be abandoned. Suddenly Styx, like, he's starting to run out of minerals. He's now lost 130 drones, which is a whole bunch. Banshees are on the way. We've graduated to a 3rd unit from Florencio, which is pretty crazy. The triple planetary gonna strongly discourage these Hydras, as well it should. This planetary, there are no resources left to mine. It's just chilling. I think some part of Styx still wants to grab... Oh, and he serves one up for him! He serves one up! Oh, will he grab it? He grabs it! The planetary almost kills it! The mission! He's still so focused on the mission, but guess what? It's gonna die to Hydras. Oh my god. Oh, he grabs it again! But he only has, he's building a command center. But he only has 5, and he's gonna lose it to Hydras in 1 second. It's gonna be so sad. Meanwhile, the planetary, and then, he controls the Hydras away. Meanwhile, the rest are, this planetary is 85 kills and counting. 87. Can we get 100? 88. There are 2 command centers. So both sides have command centers. Oh my god, he just killed. You could have just run it away, Florencio. No, he's been tainted. That SCV's been tainted by the Zerg. We must cut out the infestation. We learned from whatever that girl was in the campaign. Oh my god, all the Hydras die. He was a collaborator. Meanwhile, there's a whole bunch of Banshees. If one fungal lands, these Banshees can all die, by the way. There is no Overseer I see here, but fungal's a real threat. Is he gonna go for the CC? He's gonna go for the no command center for you! The command center is cancelled by Styx in a dramatic turn of events. Florencio survives. Styx, his mission getting less and less realistic as time goes on. Florencio has been more and more cost effective. 135 drones now. Styx has how many? He's got 51 Hydras with +1, +3, but no speed or range. So he's got 51 mediocre Hydras right now. Meanwhile, Florencio has Infernal Pre-Igniter, Blue Flame, and Banshee Cloak, and those are the only upgrades on the board. The Hydras will slither slowly back across, especially the painful non-creep. They get leg cramps, much like the Infestors, which is very sad. The Banshee's going to work. Meanwhile, the Hellbats kill a base as well. Patch is going down left and right. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. The drones. Oh. Oh. They just go up in flames. Hellions. A fungal grabs him. Does he have a second? He do. The thing is, okay, it's still there are so many minerals left to be mined on both sides because Florencio has killed so many drones, but he's also not really had much stuff going for himself. So, these mostly unupgraded Hydras. Is he gonna fight? Styx does not know about this high ground area. He's gonna fight into a triple planetary. Meanwhile, Florencio is melting the rest of his drones. The planetaries are killing infestors. Fungals are being thrown out. One planetary is going to go down. 2 more to go. Beautiful fungal. He loads into the planetary. Not entirely convinced that's the game-winning move. Meanwhile, the Hellions, he's down to 13 drones. Nearly as few as he started with. The planetaries are getting ridiculous amounts of damage, but will die eventually. Meanwhile, Florencio will build 2 more on the high ground up here. Styx down to 124 supplies, building 15 more drones. He's back to 12. Florencio has reset him. This bastion in the top right. A diva announcer. The queens, the banshees, these high-powered units. The Hydra's struggling back. They will deal with the Hellbats. The queens will try to stand their ground. Brenda and her knitting crew being roasted alive. But not for the... Oh, wait a second. But there's a spore crawler. There's detection. The banshees are kind of just dying. A fungal catches one. Most of Florencio's units are just dying. But he's still had more Hellions in the main. Styx is... Well, he has a bank, but he's going to have to spend it. If he wants to build more units, which we're not convinced he does, so this is getting confusing. Meanwhile, the Banshees, the Hellions. Oh my god! Oh, a murder of Banshees. Oh, great fungal to start. No Overseers to follow it up. The Overseers somehow are slower than the slow Hydras. But here come 13 more Banshees out of nowhere. Florencio finding another opportunity. The Hydra's struggling back here. There are 9 more infestors on the way. The drone count 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh my god, he's down to 4 drones. Oh, it's not just about breaking his body. But for Florencio, it truly is about breaking his spirit. Because Styx has had a bank, and he's had maxed out army for most of this game, but now we've got a planetary fortress who's on borderline 100 kills. I don't think he'll live to see the day, but he did work. He did enough. Florencio's holding his main. It's not, the top right has not been scouted. Styx is at 9 workers. He can build more, but a Dorito dusting on the Overseers. Some more SCVs, or don't you dare grab... No, 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 the time has passed. You should have learned your lesson. You should have learned your lesson! Here comes the cavalry. He's trying to neural parasite, but guess what? Florencio actually brings all the units together. He neural parasites a couple... it's unclear what's happening right now. It looks like Florencio won the fight, but the thing is, Florencio has 0 upgrades outside of the basic unit ones, whereas there is 1-3. Those Carapace upgrades are very, very helpful. Unless you don't attack, in which case eventually you do die, which, yeah, that's not great. 19 drones to 35 workers. Florencio is expanding again. He's been expanding at a very steadily slow pace for most of this game. Where's the fungals? Where's the fungals? There's a fungal. Will there be one more before it's all said and done? Another beautiful fungal. A lot of Banshees going down. Hyperflight rotors discovered for the very first time on the Sewer Mermaid's tech tree. Oh. Another base may be scouted. 69 versus 70 army supply. The Hydra's still slithering at their slowest possible speed. Across. Florencio with money in the bank. Styx has now lost 186 drones. Which is a whole lot. Doesn't make it easier. The Hydras are coming back across. The Ravens are regaining energy. Florencio continues to mine. The kidnappings of the SCVs, what, 3 or 4 of them. Florencio has survived it all. He's, nevertheless, he persisted. And, well, Starcraft is less about who does more damage. It's about who's left when the smoke clears. And Florencio still has plenty of ravens. He's got 53 workers now, which is a surprisingly healthy economy. Dropping another round of turrets. The Hydras, he still has yet to realize it feels like Styx has been tilted off the Earth for quite a while now. Another planetary. Florencio is not repairing. He was busy building turrets. Now, how will this end? More Banshees. The Banshees, though, taken out. The Ravens still have energy. The game is... He's back down to 12 drones. Have we reached the 200 mark? 203 drones to 94 SCVs killed. This base will be scouted for the first time, but he sees 2 planetaries and he decides he doesn't want a piece of that. But those Ravens... Thing is, you can try to kill all the buildings, and oh my god, Florencio has 21 Blue Flame Hellions on the top of the ramp. He's still going to work with the turrets, losing some Ravens. Make that Hellbats. There's a single... Oh, there's a planetary in the main! It hasn't seen use the entire game. 2 Fungals doing a great job at helping out. But the planetary in the main, the reserve, the last stand, the last bastion. But that planetary will guard the production for maybe just long enough. The Queens, Brenda, where are you going? Everybody, we're not on the same page. Okay. You'd think we'd have more creep spread with this many Queens. Florencio with the Hyperflight Cloaked Banshees and Styx with his stubborn tradition of slow Hydras and slow reactions. The Hydras will struggle back across the map for... Well, how many drones must die? How many more can even be built? The hatchery will die. Like so many before it. Like 12! 12 hatcheries! And also 7 planetaries, 2 orbitals, and a command center. But... Where are you going? The Hydra's coming back. Another hatchery targeted. Some transfuses to save the day! Oh, Florencio! Doing some micros. The triple planetary base has mined out. Still got some gas to work with. Both sides are starting to run out of money. Oh, but the flanking Queens are not on attack move, which is probably a good thing. The Queens are still trying to work their way around. I think a spore crawler just bled out there. Oh my. The Ravens are full on energy yet again. Oh, that's not a planetary. Another convenient turn of events for the Zerg. But there's only so much left. The Ravens have done so much. So many have died. The one base. The Queens are tucking into the spores. The last chance here. The base is being targeted. Are there transfuses? They're there. Not enough of them. The transfuses couldn't come quickly enough. The Banshee's finding another hatchery. Styx barely has enough to rebuild just the one. The Banshee's being hit by the Queens. Another one goes down. The base under fire. Another Banshee goes down. But the they're not creep. What the fuck? I don't... They struggle chasing these flying units across the map with what speed they can muster. Florencio has discovered the Thor as well in the ancient relics. Zerglings actually kind of defending the turrets, but not really. The Hydras will now decide to engage a triple planetary... Wait, they evade it. Styx is running precious low on the mining. Oh, he finds a base. But there are turrets. The boys! The boys are pulled! A full surround of turrets! The last Hydras will be cornered. They will feel the fear of the SCVs who were stolen away. And at the end of the day, who really wins? Possibly no one. Possibly everyone. Florencio survives. He survived. He was underestimated. He was overestimated. He was guesstimated. And he was testimated. And he's still in the game killing buildings after, of course. But that happened. If you enjoyed that happening, smash that like and subscribe, and go check out Florencio every day / full moon on stream, and experience the madness, the clarity, the zen, and the chaos. Thank you for watching. Good luck and have fun.